Hello, and my name is Nicky Goofball, aka Nicholas Vollmer. I really don't use my full name on my YouTube channel, but today we are going to talk about my life. Everybody says my life is perfect, my life is completion, my life is better. Let me scoot a little more, y'all may not be able to hear me. Nope. But unfortunately, it is not. I am 25 years old. I turned 25 October 20th. I was born October 20th, 1998, Saturday morning actually, at the Women and Children's Hospital in Lafayette. I've been through hell. Ever since I was a baby, I've been through hospitals, surgeries, this and that. One time, the doctor actually thought that my file was about this big, as thick as this thing right here. When before the doctor came in, the doctor thought that, and excuse my teeth are bleeding. It does that sometimes. There in the afternoon, I don't know why, but y'all probably didn't need to know that, but y'all gonna see blood on my teeth anyway. Anyway, when the doctor came in, he thought he was gonna be seeing a teenager when he saw a 8-month-old kid, probably 1 year. I have a journal diary. I'll show you on another video. It's inside my hope chest. I have to get it out one day. But it's been a rough life for me throughout my year. My pre-K kindergarten, I was at Eden Park Elementary. That's in Abbeville. And damn, my fucking teeth, bro. But after that, I had to go to 7th Ward to do 1st grade, and unfortunately, I had to do 1st grade all over again because in 7th Ward we had a horrible hurricane. I think it was Hurricane Rita happened, and we had to go all to Eden Park for the flood and everything until our school got repaired. But after that, I was in 2nd grade, I think. But when I was about to do 2nd grade, unfortunately, I had to go to Eden Park, and I had to start all over again, and I wasn't happy. I was very pissed off. But come to find out, in 7th Ward, I was in a regular ed class, and I couldn't handle it. I couldn't keep up. I wasn't functioning right. But that's when I went to Eden Park to go to a special ed class. Her name was Miss Joyner. I'm not gonna say their full names for public purposes, but a really amazing teacher. I've been through her through 1st grade all the way to 5th grade. But my 4th grade year, I had to do twice. My first time, I was in a regular ed class. They wanted to really push me and show me, just like 3rd grade, I had to go to regular ed classes, and my parents didn't know at that time, and unfortunately, by the time I told them, it was still too late. So after that year, 3rd grade, I had to start a whole regular ed class again, and it was tough. It was pushing. There was times I had medical meltdowns, and unfortunately, during the time I was in Miss Christine Children's class, I did have speech problem. I couldn't talk right. My like red, I would have said red, like red. Read, it would have been read. So my words were very tied up. I couldn't read at the time. I couldn't read. I couldn't spell. I couldn't pronounce things right. I had trouble seeing, so I had to get glasses at the time. I still need glasses. I just don't have them because I'll tell you that story in a minute. But after that, Um, I had to, after that year, I failed, miserable. It's not that I didn't pay attention. I had A's and B's and C's, but that was, I was tough. In the regulated classes, it was tough. It wasn't hands-on. You see, I'm the type of guy, I'm hands-on type of dude. I have to see it to understand it. I can't just hear it and people expect me to catch on that quick. No. But unfortunately, after that year, I went back to Miss Christine Joyner for the 4th grade year. I went during the day. I was in her home ed class, but I had to go to regular ed classes too to function. I don't know why, but I just had to do it because I just wanted to get the hell out of school. I wanted to get out of 4th grade, so I just buckled down, buckled the books, and tried to focus. And I did pass, unfortunately. But my 5th grade year was the same thing. I had to be in a regular ed class, but I went to Miss Christine Jordan's class, which is a special ed class. But I had so much hell that year, 5th grade. I had to really buckle down because I literally told myself I am not repeating 5th grade again. I was not doing it. And that year I had to do speech, and also that year I did a thing called student counseling, but unfortunately that I attended because I had to do an event to say I was in something, but I didn't really enjoy it because they wanted me to be student president. At the time, I was a very shy kid. I didn't want to do nothing. I was shy. I was more like laid back. I was like, leave me alone. I don't talk much, you know. But at the time, I didn't have a composition, and then at the end of the meeting, I was let down because I really wanted to do something. Everybody had a job but me, and I was like, why? Is it because I'm special ed? Is it because I have ADHD? Is it because I'm not normal? I mean, yeah, I have ADHD. I've been special ed all my life. So it it was very hard, my elementary school years. There was time, and also 3rd grade, I met a very close friend of mine who's still a friend of mine. Her name is Heather. She's now called my sister. Her family adopted me as a brother. We've been sisters. We still brothers and sisters till today. We are still friends. Been friends for like 15 years, I think. I have to double check again, but we've been close friends since third grade. I'm sorry. There was one time they had in 3rd grade there was a reading group, and no one wanted to join me because I had ADHD. I couldn't read. I didn't want to function right. I didn't talk right very much, and I was shy. And Heather was like, had the opportunity to join a group, but she was like, no, I want to join this guy. And I'm literally thinking, what are you doing by me? And Heather was like, I want to be your friend. And ever since that day, we have talked and all type of stuff. And we talk about family. We talk about our future. And if it wasn't for her buckling us down, we literally discussed 5th grade. We're going to buckle down and stay. And unfortunately, she went up a grade. When I was in 4th grade, she was in 5th grade. So when I got to 5th grade, she went to 6th grade, and I had to buckle down because I told her, I want to get to your school. And she was like, you need to buckle down. So we told each other, we're going to buckle down and do stuff. And we did. I graduated 5th grade. Knock on wood. But 6th grade was very tough for me. It was a new school, new environment. I had to get a whole new project. I had to get ID, stuff like that. But I was sneaky at the time. I started learning progress. Every Friday we had Gene Day. So I was like, okay, how can I beat the system? So what I would do is I would sneak some blue jeans in my jacket and get color wristbands. Okay, kids, if you want to learn this stuff, learn um, in school. If they use wristbands and they use the same colors, save them and put them on and hide them under your sleeve. And when you pass, push your sleeve out and make it look like you paid for them. Okay, or this: wear some school pants, put your wristband on, cover it under the sleeve, and then when you go to the bathroom, change out of those pants. Make sure you got some shorts underneath, and put your blue jeans on. And when you walk out, it make you look like you paid for the blue jeans. So that's what I would have done. Yeah, I was very bad. I was very sneaky back in the day. I learned how to save money. When you've been poor for like all your life, you learn how to save a couple bucks. But anyway, I went to 6th grade, and it was very tough. That's how I learned how to play basketball. I wanted to play basketball all my life, and I tried to join the team, but unfortunately, they wouldn't let me because of my ADHD. But thank for God, it's Mary Ellen, a very close friend of mine. She does Special Olympics, and she basically said, Nick, you have potential. And there was one year, I think it was 3rd grade, I can't remember what year it was, this guy from from my wife's school, which is Crowley, obviously was in the main event, had his leg underneath my leg. I didn't see it because I was focused. And when the gun went off, I went to run, and he tripped me, and I fell straight. My arm, got my leg. I still got leg problems because of that injury. But I was scraped bad. I was hurting. It was so much pain. And I had girls coming after me. I had coaches. I had the health, medical, and everybody was circling me. And I was like, you know what? I don't want to give up. I'm not that type of guy. I don't give up. So I got up and I started running again. And ever since that day, people have talked about the guy. You are the guy who got up and kept running. I said, yes, that is me. And ever since that day, he has challenged me and challenged me and challenged me. And I got a little tired of it after a while. He even challenged me in bowling, shot put, 50-meter run, 100-meter, you name it. I was in it. I was challenged by him. Even in state Special Olympics, I still beat his butt, even though he didn't get tired of me kicking his butt, obviously. But anyway, hello, Gio. My mom's dog's in my room. Gia, come here. This is Gia. As you can see, I do have food by me. That's why she's here. But that's Gia. That's my mom's rescue dog. I say hi, Gia. Say hi. Get out of here. I know why you in here. Get. Go. Okay, back to my story of my life. After 6th grade, I graduated from 6th grade. I passed. If you don't get out of here, you're distracting me. After 6th grade, I graduated. I had to go to 7th grade. But unfortunately, a principal in the state board, the school board, pulled me off to the side, and they're like, Nick, do you have a choice? You can either stay in 7th grade or go to 8th grade, where you can graduate the age you're in. Since I got held back the 4th grade year, and I had to do 1st grade again. And I was like, are you sure? Is this a trick? Is there something is there a catch? And that they were like, no, there's no catch. There's nothing. And I loved it so much. I was like, I'm going to do it. But unfortunately, when I did it, there was an aide. I'm not going to say her color, but she looked like this color. Anyway, she started bullying me. because we would go to regular ed classes, just like any special ed classes. If you're in special ed and you have potential like me, where you can focus or talk like humans, you have to go to regular ed classes, do some hours. And unfortunately, I am stealing my wife's stunts. In her video, she eats and drinks. This is Snickers iced coffee. I don't really supposed to drink coffee, but unfortunately, it had stickers on it. I wanted to see what it's like, so I'm trying it, and I'm also eating my famous I am the king of pizza. My wife says I am the king. Anyway, let me get a swig of this for a minute. Yep. I'm still gonna drink it, but don't taste good. Anyway, she was bullying me throughout my 8th grade year. So I'm calling me stupid, call me dumb, you're a retard, dumbass, you ain't better graduate if you act stupid and shit like that. But I was smart. I understood this stuff. That was the sad part. Even though I didn't have time to do my homework, when I got home, I didn't do homework. I hated homework. Guys, face facts. Everybody hates homework. There is not a guy I've ever met or a woman who loves homework. If you love homework, that is you, but I know damn well there are people out there saying, I hate homework. Comment down below if you hate homework, okay? Anyway, she kept calling me names and stuff like that, and it started pissing me off, and I got aggravated after a while, and I had enough. But I was dating someone at the time. It was a girl who was abusing me. I'm not going to name her name. How about Snickers? Snickers was abusing me, hitting me, and also come to find out she was cheating on me at the time. I didn't know about it because I wasn't really interested in dating. I wanted to focus on school. But unfortunately, my friend Heather found out about it and told me, so I had to confess to her, and she said yes, so I left that relationship. I left 8th grade because I was literally thinking of dropping out. I literally was at the point I was going to tell my parents, hey, I want to drop out of school. Screw it. But there was one person Heather she literally slapped me across the face and told me, no brother of mine is going to drop out of school and not going to give up. So I was like, okay. We went to school. I went to school. I went back home. I was on the phone when this happened. She slapped me at school because she heard me talk about it. But anyway, she got off the phone with me and we started talking about more about it. And I agreed with her and everything else. But anyway, we were sitting down with my family. And we saw this commercial called Connections Academy. And me and my mama, I told my mom at the time because I was upset and I had enough. My mother went to the school, confessed to principal and shit like that. And all hell broke loose when that happened. But anyway, we were sitting in the living room watching, I think it was The Walking Dead. I don't know what the hell we were watching at the time. I think it was Reva. Because me and my mom love Reva so much. It was one of our things. Anyway, we're watching some show. Probably Reva. And it was called Connections Academy. So I was like, okay. My mom said, would you like to join that school? And I was like, yeah. So we signed up and filled out the applications and stuff like that. And I had to wait about a year to join Connections Academy, but I left 8th grade to go to Connections, and I had to wait for them to put me in a spot to start school. So luckily, I started school my 8th grade year. Halfway, it was about around the beginning of January, February, maybe March. I can't remember how long, but I know it's almost the end of the school year that this happened. Anyway, I was in Connections Academy my 9th grade year. I liked it. It was great. It was good. If you are thinking about homeschooling, Connections Academy, really great school. If they're even still around. I don't know if they're still around, but really great school. It's hands-on hand stuff, and they have speeching and stuff like that. But after a while, I started getting lonesome. I didn't have friends. Only friend I had was Heather. I was very home. I was sick, school sick. Let me put it to you that way. I missed the people I was around. So luckily, I was in high school. I finished my 9th grade year in Connections, and I told my family, I was like, I would like to go back to public school. So they had to fight. And luckily, we have this guy named Mr. Larry. I can't remember his name offhand, but it was a very rainy day. It was actually, yeah, it was a rainy day. And we went to the school board office, and we had to fight this whole crap process. And they said I couldn't do it, but luckily Mr. Larry Gage, that's his name, was walking in the hallway, and he was like, I got y'all. So luckily for him, he got me in the program system on time, almost the beginning of the school year, my 10th grade year, and I started school. My 10th grade teacher, Coach Jeff, Mr. Jeff Davis, he was a football coach and a track coach. He saw very good potential. Before we even got in the classroom, he sat down with me and asked me, what's my strong goals? What are my weak goals? What am I not good at? What's my progress? What's my history? Do I have any exes? Have I been hurt? Stuff like that. He treated me like I wasn't one of his students. He treated me like I was a regular person. He didn't treat me like a special ed. And I like that. I like it when people don't treat me like a dumbass. That's because I was in special ed. But after my 10th grade year, he passed away. He was a smoker. Unfortunately, God rest his soul, I still miss him, and I have a plaque with him with his track symbol and stuff like that. I still have it. I do miss that man real bad. I was dating a virus at the time with him around, and it was a very bad one. I've had black eyes, abusing relationships. I had to make excuses for that damn woman. This woman times had those curly nails and would use them if I didn't give her money or attention or love or anything. She would abuse me, and I would wear thick layers of clothes to hide the bruises, and I'm really trying not to cry right now because of that damn girl. But she abused me real bad, and I had 2 friends. My coach Jeffrey Davis had me make friends with a guy named Chris, and he's been a brother to me ever since, and we're still brothers today. He knew what was going on, and he confessed to her and everything else, and if it wasn't for him and everything else, but that's a little down the line, he knew what was going on with Kyle and what he was doing with me and everything else, and the fires just kept beating the living shit out of me, kept coming with bruises. There was one time I had to go to school with an eye patch, because I didn't want to show the black eye, but unfortunately I had to, and I had to make an excuse for it. And I kept tired of making excuses for this damn girl, so I was trying everything in my power to get the hell out of there. But I just couldn't. Because every time I tried to threaten her to leave, she would try to hurt me or back threaten me or something like that. And she was cheating on me as well. I hated it. Um, my 11th grade year, we had a guy named Mr. Gage. He really did not like special ed kids. You could tell he didn't like special ed kids. But unfortunately, he treated us like crap. And I had enough, and I stood up to him. And I told him, look, just because we're in special ed does not make us stupid. Does not make us dumb. Just because you're in special ed, you are not stupid. You're not dumb. You're not a retard. You're not an idiot. You can do stuff if you set your mind to it. And this guy kept giving us crap that was so damn hard, we wanted to shut the hell down. Anyway, he left in December of my 11th grade year. Apparently, I scared him off. How the hell did I scare off a teacher? I don't know. All I know is that the principal came in saying Mr. Gage is gone. He is not coming back. We have to find you a whole new teacher for the next year of my 11th grade. And that's when Mr. Ivy got involved, and he was just like Coach Jeff. Thank God. If it wasn't for him, he taught us all about track. He taught us all about money. He taught us all about science, math, history, language, you name it. We know it. He taught us, and he taught us well, like we weren't students. He taught us like we were his children, and I loved that guy. I'm sorry. I do have pizza here. I'm in the middle of I'm in the middle of talking, and I can't eat and talk. Fortunately, I'm not like Ellie Eats. That my wife, she can eat and talk at the same time. That girl can multitask. Anyway, I'm gonna talk about her in a minute. After that, 12th grade year, it was rough. The school board literally pulled me off the side. They were like, Nick, you have an option. Graduate, getting a certificate of completion. That's just saying you graduated. Or get a real diploma. Now, there is no special ed in America that's ever got a regular diploma in Abbeville. I'm the first one in Louisiana to get a diploma. And they said, Nick, if this happens, we could make other special ed kids get real diplomas. And that made me feel good, because I felt like I wasn't doing nothing. I felt like, okay, I'm just doing this work for nothing. I'm just getting a completion, a diploma of completion. What was the purpose for that? So they told me, I told them, I want the graduation diploma. I want it bad. And they're like, you're going to have to buckle down. I was like, okay. So I had to join a job class. This is a class where teaches you about life, what jobs, you're paying your bills and stuff like that. It basically teaches you about the real world.